And now, our feature presentation.
To infinity and beyond!
My name's Bond. James Bond.
That'll do, Piggy.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Show you with the box. Who's in the box?
Damn! Ew! Get off of me! Ugh, I'm in.
A lot of people go to college for 7 years.
I know. They're called doctors.
Houston, we have a problem.
Merry Christmas, you old banking loan. That's all I got.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Crisis. That's it. Welcome in, everybody. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. What are, did I get them all? Happy Kwanzaa.
Boxing Day.
Happy Boxing Day. That's on the 26th. To all of you out there, all the slashers and non-slash fam, welcome into 52/1995, a live movie conversation podcast where we dive deep into the movies of 1995. At least we're very close to ending 1995. I'm your host, Cody, and I'm thrilled to be joined this week by my wonderful co-host, Aphrodite. I mean, Alyssa.
Damn, that would have been a good name. Why didn't I think I
Right?
should have had Mighty Aphrodite as my name? I am more of a Cassandra, though.
Wow.
I am pessimistic.
You could, I'll give you mine. My nickname.
No, I'm good.
Okay. And of course, we are discussing this week the 1995 movie, Mighty Aphrodite. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome in. I am so glad that you're here. Every week, 52 of them to be exact, we explore a different film from the year 1995. We dive into the year's important releases, discuss them in detail, and I chat with my guests about their thoughts and experiences with the movie, also getting to have a little fun along the way. We are currently finishing up our year by doing a more a comedy theme. Make 'em laugh is what we're calling it. Each of our movies are comedies from the year 1995, and we've only got 3 left. But before we jump into this week's movie, let's talk to our guest, Alyssa. Is this your first time watching Mighty Aphrodite?
Sure is.
But this is not your first Woody Allen movie.
No, I think it's my third
Mhm.
because we watched Bullets Over Broadway last year.
Yes. And then
And-
you've seen,
Midnight in Paris.
yes, Midnight in Paris.
Yes.
So this is your third. And I think you were my guest, right? For Bullets Over Broadway?
I might
No,
have been. I really liked Bullets Over Broadway.
Yeah. It's a fun movie. And, I'm sure we talked about just Woody Allen as in general on the last one. Don't need to go ahead and beat that dead horse anymore.
We probably will a little bit.
We'll probably lead it. We'll beat it a little bit, but Woody Allen, problematic person, human, in many ways, not just what has been said about him in public, but what he but maybe some of the stuff that he puts on camera, even a little bit. Obviously, it's 95. We've run into this a lot. A lot of things that were passable or funny or in 1995 might not be funny in 25, 30 years later. Doesn't make them, doesn't mean that you're a bad person for laughing back in 1990, but hopefully you've grown a little bit and move past some of these jokes and say, not great.
Nuance.
Nuance. Yeah. Have a little bit of nuance. You and I, we talk about nuance a lot. You seem like you're champing at the bit to get to grill this movie. So I was going to say,
I'm ready.
yeah. I'm trying to think if there are any comedies comparable to this that we've done this year. I don't think so. I don't think there's been anything kind of comparable to this, and I'll talk about a little bit of it at the end. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into the movie. It is called Mighty Aphrodite. It came out October 27th, 1995. It is directed and written by Woody Allen. The cast is a very small cast, honestly, of people, recognizable people. Like in the main story, there is this whole bit about it being a Greek tragedy or Greek comedy. with a Greek chorus behind it with all these little interstitials in between. But we've got Woody Allen as Lenny Weinrib, Mira Sorvino as Linda Ash, or one of her many names, Helena Bonham Carter as Amanda Sloan Weinrib, Michael Rappaport in here as Kevin the Boxer. The Greek chorus leader is F. Murray Abraham. Olympia Dukakis, severely underused in this movie, who was in it for like maybe a minute and a half, as Jocasta. David Ogden Steers as Laius. Jack Warden as Tiresias. Danielle Furland as Cassandra, and Peter Weller in here. That's RoboCop as Jerry Bender. So a couple other people. We had a Paul Giamatti sighting in here, which was fun. He's kind of like a Woody Allen himself. Maybe even a better option as a Woody Allen. Not Woody Allen like in like comic delivery. He's got that nervous thing.
Okay.
The neurotic guy that Woody Allen always portrays. I think Giamatti has a little bit of that. Could play to type like Owen Wilson or John Cusack did in the movies where he has like a sub for himself. So synopsis for this movie: when Lenny and his wife adopt a baby, Lenny realizes that his son is a genius and becomes obsessed with finding the boy's biological mothers in hopes that she will be brilliant too. But when he learns that Max's mother is Linda Ash, a kind-hearted prostitute and porn star, Lenny is determined to reform her immoral lifestyle. A Greek chorus chimes in to relate the plot to Greek mythology in this quirky comedy. This movie had a budget of $15 million and made 11 more than that, so 26 million. So it wasn't a complete flop. It wasn't a huge success though, by any means. Now, critics mostly like this movie, gave it 78. We have a 78% on Rotten Tomatoes. IMDb has it at a 7, and Letterboxd has this at a 3.4. Roger Ebert said that Allen would venture into his subject matter seems fraught with risk, but Mighty Aphrodite quickly turns into safer waters and develops into a sunny comedy about tawdry people. Gave it 3.5 stars out of 4. Mike Clark of the USA Today did not like this movie. He said, were Mira Sorvino's all-redeeming, possibly best list-bound performance to melt away, it would immediately be obvious how malnourished this amiably minor effort is. Now, this movie does have a little bit of a legacy. It was nominated for 2 Academy Award nominations. The often, anytime Woody Allen has a movie out, always gets that best screenplay nomination. But Mira Sorvino actually got nominated for this role, and she won Best Supporting Actress at the Academy Awards with this. So pretty crazy. Oftentimes comedy gets overlooked at the Academy Awards. So a very comic role was recognized, and she won. So good for Mira Sorvino. I wish she had a better career. Anything before we get into the movie that you wanted to?
No. I mean, we'll get into Mira Sorvino, but I think that's a well-deserved supporting actress role.
Yeah, I think so. I don't even know who else. I'll look that up.
I don't either. I'm making wild assumptions, but yeah.
That's okay. Let me look it up right now. But let's go ahead and start talking about our movie, and break down the scenes that really stuck out. I had a little bit of trouble with this. I don't know if you did.
Me too.
Because they're not like, it's just so much talking and there's not like huge set pieces.
Yeah, it's not a slice of life by any means, like type of movie, but it flowed so well one scene into the other that there almost weren't scenes.
Right.
So yeah, I did have some difficulty pulling. The first, I mean, I can get into the first one I have, and it's really adopting Max.
Yeah.
It's just such a small moment, but like it's very funny, it's very quippy. It does give you the relationship that Lenny and Amanda have with one another. Like she's like, we should adopt, and he's like, over my dead body, and then magically a baby appears, and they're like debating on what to name him. And it's a very funny, cute scene, but it does kind of set the tone for who Amanda and Lenny are.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I thought Max was going to be a much larger role in this movie, just based on the description.
No, he's kind of like the kids in the Fabulous Miss Maisel or whatever that show's called. They just don't exist after a while, the kids, and that they're just like, oh yeah, we've got a nanny, we've got a sitter, and they do seem like affluent people that would. I mean, they have an apartment on the west side, upper east side. I don't remember.
Upper East Side.
Upper East Side, and so they've got to be pretty wealthy. Lenny's a sports writer. I assume I don't know what company he works for or what or newspaper he works for, but he's doing pretty well. And then Amanda is an art curator.
Yeah, she owns at least runs an art gallery.
Yeah. But she seems like she's like, I want to have my own art gallery. And that's what
Yes.
she does throughout most of the movie. So yeah, them getting, and so what do you mean whenever you're talking about like we get an idea of what they are or who they're going to be?
Oh, just like their personalities, and Amanda is like, "Hey, I want something," and then like a cut later, she gets that thing. She does it with the house and moving. She does it with the house in the Hamptons later. She does it with the art gallery. She declares that she wants something and she's gonna get it, and not in like a spoiled way. It's just like is what it is kind of way. And she's like, I think we should adopt, and then there's a child. And I was like, I feel like that should have been more of a conversation.
Yeah,
and
many scene, like not just the scene where they ultimately, like the next scene where they adopt Max, and they have Max in their arms, but like he's at the bowling alley. He says, "No, I don't want a kid." He's at the restaurant with the friends. He's like, "No, I don't want a kid. That's too much." When they're in the apartment, she's talking to him about it. He's like, "Absolutely not, no kid." And then the very next scene is the kid. So
and he's like, and Lenny's very nervous, neurotic, like listing all the reasons why they shouldn't have a child or why they shouldn't adopt, because he has incredible genes and would like to pass them on, but he doesn't really want to pass them on because he doesn't want a kid. And he's very funny and very sharp, but also just like a nervous Nelly.
Yes.
Which is, that is Woody Allen's character always.
Yes, that is him. He's not going to win any awards for being himself. For just portraying his mind, the mind of Woody Allen and how fast it is. And you are right, like he's very funny. He is very self-deprecating and also like self-indulgent. Or not? That's not the good word. But like will pump himself up. He does have like at times. And then self-deprecating as well. He
knows his strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah. A man that is like this is what it is with him. Is a man that is so confident and so not confident at the exact same time. Like you see him take some leaps during this movie of things that are very bold leaps, and then you see him be pressed up against the wall in situations and back down immediately and like tail between his legs. So yeah, he's interesting. Especially, yeah. I mean, it's not a character. He is this guy. Like that is his personality. It's like anytime you see George on Seinfeld, that's Larry David. And you know that's Larry. And Larry David's character on Curb Your Enthusiasm, another great example. Like that's Larry David. We're getting an exaggerated Larry David, but that's Larry David. So yes, that is a good scene where they ultimately have the child. I thought it was so like if we didn't know anything about stories or Woody Allen or anything like that, it did come across like very sweet when they're holding the baby and passing the baby back and forth.
It did. Both parents love that baby. Like even if he was very resistant, he's all in the second the baby shows up, and they're like so excited and like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? And like those first parent nerves and how do we incorporate this into our lives, and what do we name him? He needs a good strong name, and I love that. It's a very cute scene.
Yeah. I love them going back and forth on the names and why certain names won't work. And then of course, like I honestly think this might be the broiest version of Woody Allen we get, because like the names.
He's a sports writer.
Well, he's a sports writer, yeah. But then he start like just throwing. He's a boxing, like he likes to go to the gym, the boxing gym, and work out. But the names that he throws out for every name, it's like Sugar Ray, and I'm like, God, can you just be a normal person for 1 second? And I imagine a woman having that conversation, that very same conversation with a man over the choice of their, and like in real life, a very bro-y guy throwing out just ridiculous names, or a nerdy guy being like, name our baby Gollum. How funny would that be?
Yeah.
But
it is kind of like a weird juxtaposition, because you would expect Woody Allen, based on how he looks, to be super nerdy, and the character of Lenny to be, it's like, oh yeah, let's name our kid, Gollum. And it's like, no, he's supposed to be like a sports guy. And I'm like, okay. Like, and the look doesn't, and the vibe, the personality doesn't necessarily fit the stereotype, I guess.
Yeah. But very cute scene. And then the next like series of scenes we get is them, Max growing up, and then putting him in school, and then finding out that Max is tested very well, and he's a really smart 5-year-old.
He's gifted.
He's gifted and talented. He got that gat. But yes, he is the smartest 5-year-old in the world, just like every parent's child. No offense, parents.
That's why I was like, thought there would be more. Like, he's a genius. I'm like, he did well on a test. Like, he's okay. Like, he's not a genius, and he's 5, and like, you'd think he would be like Mozart or something. We just get none of that. Like, it's just, we are to assume that he is a very smart little boy.
Do you think it would be do you think the premise is funnier if they show like how truly gifted he is, like in almost like maybe he is a Mozart?
I don't know if it makes it fun. I mean, it might make it funnier, because what we know later of Max's, biological parents potentially.
Yeah.
I also kind of wondered. I was like, is that like, did he make just a leap, and that's actually not his bio? I was wondering if that was the direction the movie was going to go.
That would have been fun. Like, there would be a mix-up at the place, and then
I have several rewrites for the ending. I thought it was going to go in a lot of different directions. But yeah, it's the presumption that, oh, my child is a genius, therefore his biological parents must be geniuses as well. I must find them, her mom. Yeah. It's like, the leap is interesting. It's an interesting premise, but like, yeah, I thought it was going to go in a couple different directions. I think it would be a lot funnier if he was like a little Mozart. I think it would be just to include him more. Like you said, he doesn't really exist, and for being the catalyst for the plot, he is really not a part of this movie.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. And it might have made the movie a little softer if there was a little bit more Max in there. You could see both parents like loving Max, or caring a lot more, I guess. Not saying that they don't, but yeah, caring a lot more. Somebody just said, imagine Woody Allen with contacts. That's weird. Is Woody Allen as funny if he doesn't have the glasses?
I think he would look strange, with contacts. I guess you're so used to him with glasses, so.
I'm kind of freaked out. It'd be like if I didn't wear glasses.
Wow.
I'm not as funny.
It is a look.
It is a look. It is of a certain thing. What's your next scene that you had?
I have meeting Linda.
That's exactly what I had written down.
Calling her up. I was like so confused. I was like, why would she just let a stranger into her apartment? And then I was like, yes, I forgot the point of this movie is that she is a sex worker.
She is a sex worker, and she runs her business out of her home.
Yes, and she is a businesswoman. She knows what to do and how to do it.
And she is tall, blonde.
Very tall.
Like, very tall, very blonde. Her voice is
insane.
And she has the like kitschiest apartment.
But
it's a nice apartment. Like, it's a decent size apartment.
Yeah, it's that. I don't think it's a studio. It's a 1-bedroom. Lives
Yeah.
there by herself, so no roommates in New York City. Not doing too bad.
Yeah, she's not doing too bad at all. I mean, she's probably making pretty good money. I mean, she had 6 other dates that one day.
$200 a pop, it sounds like.
Oh,
So
man.
that's what she charged him, at least. There was a moment that I wondered if you caught, or if it was, I'm assuming it was on purpose. But right beforehand, Woody Allen is playing basketball with Max. And he goes, Max, have you ever thought about what you want to be when you grow up? And he
And
said,
he's
maybe an interior designer. And he's like, what?
yeah.
And then we get to Linda's apartment, and Lenny says, "Oh, you have a really nice place." And she goes, "Thanks, I designed it myself." And I was like, "Oh, that's very funny." Like, it's just
Yeah.
so small. Like, I don't even think like Lenny's character recognizes it, but I was like, I liked that. I liked that a lot.
Yeah, I guess I didn't catch, or I thought when he said it, it was just like he's more of an on the artistic side of things or whatever. I don't know. I didn't catch it, but it's funnier now that I think about it, like interior design, and she designed it herself. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, and the decor in her home is insane. Like,
gaudy.
it's very phallic.
There is a lot of
A lot
oh,
of phallic decor, but I mean, it is kitschy. It is funny, but she does have a nice house. Like, the couch is really nice, the
mhm.
furniture is nice. It is decorated. And I don't know if he was being sarcastic or not when he made the comment of like, I like what you've done with the place. But when she's like, thanks, I designed it myself, and there's like two pigs having sex in the form of a clock
I love that
on the wall.
when she shows him his watch. I think she just has the sense of humor of a 70-year-old man
Yes,
that just loves dirty jokes, and
yes,
that's her. She has the watch with the bishop having sex with some. It's insane, but
it keeps perfect time.
it keeps perfect time. But we get to see Lenny, and I don't know what Lenny's real intention is with this.
Hmm.
Okay, like, because we see early on. I mean, I get the point of the movie. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling. His marriage is losing a little bit of its, you know, j- fun or
Spark.
joy or spark. Great, thank you. Spark, and he's like, oh, this, a smart woman that's just like my son. I'll seek her out and get to know her. And is he wanting to have a relationship with the kids? Is that what we're meant to assume, right?
I don't think Lenny has a plan. I think it is in the way that a this is a very like out of left field comparison, but it's like in the way that a drug addict needs to like fulfill a need. Like, I have this itch that has to be scratched. I have this desire that needs to be filled. Once it's filled, I don't have a step two. I just need to fill this desire.
Hmm.
And in Lenny's mind, he has to meet the mother of his adopted child. After that, I don't think he genuinely had a plan.
Yeah.
I think he I think he is driven by I think it becomes this obsession or this drive because of the lack of a spark in his marriage, right? This woman birth is the mother of is the biological mother of my child. I love my child. I've got to meet this woman. I don't know much about her. I don't think because he in fact didn't know that immediately that she was a sex worker. He had to find that out
Mm-mm.
through he was digging, found that out towards the end, right before he met her. So like that wasn't part of the drive.
Right.
So I think it was really just, I have to meet this. I'm actually kind of surprised that he continued to see her after
What
he
like
met
what
her.
well, I yes.
Yeah, because if I had met her and I'm in the position to think that she is this genius who birthed my genius son and she's not a genius, I would maybe be disappointed. I would I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the logic. Be like, well, that was a bust, or it didn't meet my expectations, and I gotta go. I don't know.
I think there was something that drew him to Lenny. One, I don't think Woody Allen doesn't like to be liked. or doesn't like to be not liked. I think he has a little bit of that in him. And so when she, throws him out essentially for not playing along and everything, like I think he had a huge desire to be like, wait a second, we got off on the wrong foot, like, and change that a little bit. I do think that he also has a little bit of like like in the Pygmalion sense, like she just wasn't given the opportunities that other people were, like Max was given. So if I figure out something and get her on a good track, maybe she will end up being the person. I think there's a selfish thing in there, like
It's a little self-serving, a little bit of a
yeah,
savior complex.
yeah,
That I can fix her. Right?
yes,
Yeah.
and I think it's not meant to be looked at like that. I think it's probably meant to, like in a more conservative sense of being like, I am truly saving her. It's not like that what we just described about the White Knight saving somebody out of this. I really think that that he thinks that she is in a bad position. I think it's looked down, like obviously like sex work and all that stuff was probably looked down upon a lot more in the 90s, especially, with all the news stories and things about STDs and all that stuff blowing up. I think that, yeah, that kind of work was definitely looked down upon. And
Yeah. Well, I mean, he continuously asks her, "Aren't you afraid of AIDS?" Which is a
yes, he
wild thing to
does.
say to somebody. But you're right. Watching it through a 2025 lens as opposed to a 1995 lens. So, like, she's an adult. She can save herself. There's no saving that needs to be done here. This is a life that she has chosen
Yeah,
that she enjoys. But
that's go ahead. Sorry.
but the 95 movie is that Woody Allen is in the hero role of saving
Right.
her. It is supposed to be looked on that way because that's what the end of the movie, like, to go fast forward, she is quote unquote saved.
Right. And doing some and this is one of the things that, like, I know we skipped to the ending there, like of her being saved. Like she ends up doing the thing that she had mentioned that she might like to do once upon a time, and not the thing that she was like had the most joy, like when something clicked in her mind, oh,
Yeah.
this is what I want to do. She didn't have that moment with where she ends up in the end of this movie, and it kind of bums me out. Like, I'm glad she met some guy that understood everything about her present and past and all that stuff. Like, that's great, and I'm glad that she didn't end up with an asshole 2 times, like of the different kinds of assholes that we have in this movie. But I do think it's kind of cheap that she ends up being not the role, but like I feel like I felt bad because she wanted to do a thing and she was really excited about it, and then now she
Be an
doesn't do that thing
actress.
anymore. And maybe that comes from her not seeing how it's perceived, and like her adult film acting and stuff like that. I don't know. It is
I
tough
think
because of 2025. Like,
I think that there was a lot of cheap. But I to fast forward again, I do think the ending was very cheap. The
yeah,
entire ending was cheap. There's a lot to it that I disliked.
I did like one part of it, which I think is the main thing at the end. I kind of liked it, but
Oh yeah, we'll
um,
get into it. But
okay. I feel
I
like you're so mad at me.
why?
I feel like you're mad at me for making you watch this movie.
No, I'm not. I'm just very sleepy.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm not mad at you, I promise.
What's your next scene?
I actually go really far forward. So to setting up Linda on a date. So that's if you've got something before that.
I had the horse track scene in there because that's like the successful date, I would say, that Lenny and her have, and she ends up liking Lenny. And at the end of that, when
Yeah.
she's like, will you call me again? And he's like, yeah, I'll call you. And in the Woody Allen way, I'm like, are you being nice, like, and saying that you're going to call her, or are you really going to call her? Just the way he talks, I'm like, I don't know where I stand with this guy at all time, at any time.
Yeah.
No,
And we get a little insight to her too. She's like, I just want to win. Like it is not about winning. I don't want the money. I want to be a winner.
yeah, I love that scene because of that. And like, we find out that like her actual persona, I think, in these scenes with Lenny. I bet she doesn't get a lot of that. So somebody that's taking an interest in her life so much, she's like breaking a little bit and breaking her, sex worker persona that she puts on for all of the Johns and things that she's, providing services for. But like, so we get that there. And then there's a later scene where she actually breaks down about her son that she had to give up for adoption. And we get a lot of insight there into like, I wanted this thing, but people told me I couldn't have it then. So I made the choice that I had to make, and I regret it all the time. And see him sitting there being like, I have your kid. Like, so interesting. But yeah, it's these little moments. And I think that's what makes Mira Sorvino's performance even better in this movie, is that we do get the silly, like, and she does say some insane things in this movie. We get a lot of that. She's got the voice, the look, the personality, all that. But in those little moments, like where you do get a lot of like different emotions and depth, nuance. Nuance. That's our word. With that, she's really good in my opinion. So that's the only thing wanted to bring up. I thought the horse track scene was really good for that reason. I also thought they were cute. I think they had really good chemistry together, and cute in the sense of like a mentor-mentee,
a friendship.
Definitely. I thought they had really good chemistry as a friendship, which I'll get into later. Yeah. So, all right. So we've got the setup.
Yeah. So again, in Lenny wanting to set her up for a better life, if we're looking at it on the positive side, wanting to set her up for success. And she's like, yeah, I want to be a wife. I want to be a mom. I want to settle down. And that sounds great to me. And he is at the boxing gym. He meets this guy, Kevin, who is an onion farmer and is perceived by Lenny to be the same level of stupid that Linda is. So I was like, there are too many, Linda and Lenny, too many else. And he's like, they're both dumb. They're both cute. They're about the same age. He wants to be an onion farmer. She wants to settle down. Perfect. And sets them up on a date, which they have a nice time on the date. And I was pretty happy. I was like, this is cute. Maybe we do have a cute little situation here. I was sorely mistaken later. But
yes.
You are kind of rooting for the situation. You're like, you know what, Lenny? Like, it was good intentions. And two cute people who, might enjoy each other's company. And they did. They had a great date, and they, decide they want to go on another date, and you're just happy for Linda. You want, good things to happen to her. You want her to find love, because that's what she says that she wants. She says, I want a guy who's kind to me, who doesn't hit me. Yeah. And yeah, he's also like, I want a woman like my mother. And I was like, we can unpack that for years.
I did think that was a weird choice.
Yeah, he was trying to say a traditional woman, stay-at-home mom.
He wants a trad wife.
Clean. He wants a trad wife. And that's not really Linda's, MO, at least in her current position. But she's like, I just want someone who's nice to me, who understands me and gets me.
Yeah.
And you're really rooting for them and for her in this relationship.
I like it. And I also like at the end of their date, whenever they're like, do you want to see me again? Or like in that whole process. But they're talking about her being an actress, and she doesn't reveal that she is a porn star. And I think that's smart, because when we get to our ending, like obviously this doesn't end up working out, because she wants to reveal like the truth about herself to this guy, and then we get a different result altogether. But when she does meet a guy later, it seems like she is open and honest with him about everything that's going on from the jump, and he's nice and kind and has a job, and then she has a job too, and she isn't necessarily the traditional wife that we were getting described by Kevin to be. And I do think that Kevin is way dumber than her.
Oh,
I felt it was like that was a mistake again on Lenny's part. He makes a lot of mistakes in this movie, but like he just sees dumb and doesn't understand dumb. Like,
There are levels to dumb.
yes.
Yeah.
And I don't even
One
think
involves CTE, and
yeah.
Linda's not really dumb.
No, she's not really dumb at all. She just doesn't know things. That doesn't mean you're dumb. Like, I know that
No.
sounds like I'm saying the same thing, but yeah,
Well,
there's a lot of
well, I don't want to even say she's ignorant. She has street smarts. She is a businesswoman. She, she doesn't really get jokes. That's really all she is. She's just very straightforward and honest and doesn't really get humor, and that's okay. The Kevin's an idiot.
Kevin is an idiot. But like I'm saying, like, I know tons of people out there that don't know certain things that are some of the smartest people I know. And just because you don't know these things, and that's why I think like the jokes thing doesn't work with her, is because Lenny like seems like he is just the joke guy and knows all these. He's also 30 years older than her and is probably throwing around references that nobody would know if they weren't in the Woody Allen universe. So yes, he is way dumber than her though.
Yeah, very. But yeah, he just sees it as like, oh, two dumb people who are both good looking and the same age, sure. But I think it's really he wants to be an onion farmer, and he wants Linda to settle down. So he goes,
yes, kiss now, kiss. Yeah, so it goes well, but it doesn't go well after that because Kevin turns out to be really, really stupid. And when she tells him that she has been in porn and is a sex worker, I guess they're all technically sex workers under one roof, if doing porn and prostitution. That's all sex work. Anyway, he doesn't like that, and he hit her and said he never wanted to see her again, kind of thing. And then he gets mad at Lenny because he said Lenny lied to him and said that all this stuff about her that was untrue. And screw Kevin.
Screw Kevin. He's like he exclaims that he hit her as if he had only yelled at her. He's like if you would replace the word hit with, he's like, I yelled at her, man. Like, I screamed at her. It's like, no, he's like, I hit her, man. It's like, you hit her. Like, what do you mean you hit her? That's the one thing. First of all, not okay.
Not okay.
But like the one thing that she told you that she is just looking for, like she's a person. Like, oh my God, it was so, and we just breeze past it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, no. Kevin, bad guy.
Yeah.
Lenny, not great. Lenny goes upstairs though.
Yeah, and like attempts to comfort her, and they end up sleeping together.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, the movie is over. Not really,
but pretty much.
I mean, it's, and then like, because there's the Greek chorus is there the entire time. There's the lead of the Greek chorus. We're getting narrated. All of a sudden, the narrator kicks in. I go, is the movie over? It was very like the end, the last 5 minutes. It was like, let's wrap it all up in a bow. Like it was very slow paced until the last 5 minutes. And I was like, oh, we're ending now. Okay.
Yeah, they give you a lot of information in that last 5 minutes too.
They do. Yeah.
I did want to highlight the Greek chorus. I'm glad you brought them up because I really only had meeting Linda, horse track, and date with Kevin. Those were my 3 scenes. And then I was like, I mean, I guess most of this movie has the Greek chorus just hanging out and doing their scenes, and just wanted to talk about that. But like there you see like them talking about Oedipus at one point, referencing Cassandra, bringing her back in, Pygmalion. Yeah, a lot of Zeus. They call Zeus on the phone. That was very funny. I really liked this. I thought the concept of it was really good. And I think it fits with the story a little bit. And I just really liked the players in that. I think that the Greek chorus leader, who is played by F. Murray Abraham, was good and funny, and especially when he interacted with Lenny in several scenes. I thought that was good. So I really like that. did you have anything that you wanted to talk about the end scenes now that were there, or do you have that in other
Oh no,
places?
that was I said reconnecting years later is
Yeah.
the I get a year later.
A year,
Okay.
because that kid is small, and Max didn't look grown up
And
enough
then
in the
Max
other
didn't
one.
change at all
Yeah.
in the how many year time span.
So, but we find out that that night that they slept together, she got pregnant. She had the child, and
Didn't
raised
tell
that.
him about it.
Did not tell Lenny about it. Raised that child. Either was pregnant when she met her new husband, or
Oh, had to be.
had to be, right? And so he was raising that. He's a helicopter pilot. They met, randomly as she was driving. I was a little confused at first whenever he just lands in that field and then runs to her car. I was really confused.
Yeah.
Why she stopped, and two, what was going on, because it didn't
Well, it's
seem like he was in that much danger.
the Ex Machina.
Yes, Deus Ex Machina, another
Deus
Greek
Ex
thing.
Machina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's like that. The Deus Ex Machina is happening now. And then the plane crashes and it's not in a bad way, but yeah, he lands the helicopter. And so I think that's really was it. It was just that
I was just
an
like,
act of God.
yeah, I was just like, what is going on with that? Is it just that it's just wobbling? Because he landed fine and then just runs to her car. He's like, I couldn't fix the stabilization. I was like, that was why he stopped? Weird.
And then he needed to get to a phone. So she's giving him a ride.
Yeah. And so happy for Linda.
Yeah.
Lenny gets back with Amanda because they both realized that they
love each
loved
other.
one another, and then raised Max together in love. What else?
That's kind of it.
I'm trying to think. Kevin.
Kevin gets a girl at some point, but Lenny and Linda are at a toy store, run into each other. Lenny has Max with him. Linda has her baby girl, and that's the first time Linda meets Max. That's the first time Lenny sees his daughter that he doesn't know about. And even the Greek chorus is like, they have each other's kid, and you're like, well, technically they're both Linda's. And they were just like, so good to see ya. And then
they're
fuck
gone.
off.
Then they're gone.
Yeah, and that was the end of the movie.
What did you think? Okay, unless you have it somewhere else, what did you think of that ending? Like, what did you not like? What did you like?
The ending is my what the fuck.
Okay,
moment.
So we'll go. Okay. We'll move forward.
Okay.
All right. Who was your favorite character, or was there a scene stealer for you?
It's Linda.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a honorary mention would be the Greek chorus leader in terms of performance, but Linda she is so good. She's so funny. And like, even when she's not trying to be.
Yeah. I had Linda as well, and I had the chorus leader as my scene stealer. So look at us. No, she's funny. She's like, if I met that person in real life, I don't know if I could stand them, but there was something about her that was like, I was glued
endearing
to the screen. It was magnetic. Like, yes, endearing. Like, I wanted more from Linda. So, I really liked her.
You were rooting for her the entire time.
I was. Everybody else could have died, and I wouldn't have cared. But she was the one I was rooting for. So, are there any memorable lines that stood out to you? Any quotes that you liked?
I only pulled a couple.
Yeah.
Oh no, I pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I pulled 5. I do have the quote from Linda when she decides to become an actress. Should I?
You can censor it if you'd like.
I mean, Linda is just explain. Do you have that?
No, I didn't write it down.
Oh no, Linda is just explaining. And she's having dinner with Lenny. She's explaining, her being in the adult film industry. Her friend was like, "Hey, I got this gig. I got this job. Do you want to be in it?" And she is very explicitly describing what is happening to her with 3 men in this film. And she's like, and they're all dressed as cops. And I remember thinking to myself, I like acting. I want to study. She's just
I
like getting railed. It's just like, I love acting.
It's a great quote. I love that she says, I love acting. I want to study.
Yeah.
And that I loved that. It was like
Yeah.
she wants it.
She's so cute.
She is cute. What else?
I got two from Lenny. Lenny was talking about Achilles, and he says,
Mm,
Achilles only had an Achilles heel. I have an entire Achilles body.
I think that's something that you and I would both say to one another.
Yes.
Yeah,
hmm
that's why I
I
like
feel
that
that deeply in my bones.
one. God bless my broken little body, or
God, to quote Rizzo the Rat.
yeah. What's your
Uh,
other one?
Another one from Lenny about Linda's pimp, who she wants him to stand up to and face so she can quit being a sex worker. He says, "No, I can't. Listen, I never told you this, but I got a slight heart murmur, and right now it's murmuring, hide." That I was like, that was very funny, like just
Yes.
so silly. I have one from the Greek chorus and one from the Greek chorus leader, both of which are like more serious ones.
Okay.
The Greek chorus, I think it's like the opening line of the movie or close to it. It's, of all human weaknesses, obsession is the most dangerous and the silliest.
Mm, it's a good one.
And the Greek chorus leader, curiosity, that's what kills us. Not muggers or all that bullshit about the ozone layer. It's our own hearts and minds. Which the ozone layer is not bullshit, but I'd say I liked that. Curiosity is what kills
Yeah.
us.
We only had a couple overlaps, so that's nice.
Nice. Did you have the one about Cincinnati, as
I
was
do.
called out in the chat?
As the one that's called out in chat, yes, I have from the chorus. Children grow up, they move out, sometimes to ridiculous places like Cincinnati or Boise, Idaho. Then they never see them again. Poor Cincinnati.
For Cincinnati.
Did you have any others?
No, that was it.
Okay. I had the Achilles one. Cassandra, I see disaster. I see catastrophe. Worse, I see lawyers. Which is such a 90s joke, I think, at the time. I like this. Lenny is interacting with Max, and Max asks him, who's the boss? And Lenny responds with, who's the boss? You have to ask me that? I'm the boss. Mommy's only the decision maker. And I thought that was very cute.
Yes.
I like that one a lot. Linda, when talking about if there's a smart person in her family, she's talking about, I think, one of her uncles. And she says he spent his whole life in jail, but if he'd gone straight, he might have been very good at math. Good.
That's very funny.
When Frank, or not Frank, who the heck is Frank? Kevin. Kevin is such a Frank name.
Yes.
When he's talking to Kevin about Linda, he's asking her, like, is she a traditional woman? Like, is she conservative? And he goes, can I say 2 words to you? Can I say 2 words? Butter churn. I thought that was really fun.
She's church people.
She's church people. I want a girl that goes to church and read her Bible. That's all I could think of when he said it.
Me too.
I forgot about this one, and then I was like doing some more research earlier today, and I was like, this is such a good small joke that I don't know. I really like. He's like, I'm not a violence person. I write about boxing and hockey and football, all the violent sports.
Yes.
So I thought that was cute and funny. Oh, I had this as like kind of a sad thing in the next thing, which would be biggest laugh, cry, and scare thrill. I think it's kind of a cry moment for me, but it is a quote I had from Linda. And it's when her and Kevin are talking about their dreams. And Kevin says the most insane dream. Like he is telling a literal dream.
Yes.
He's an idiot. He's so stupid. And Linda's dream that she says got me. I was like, oh God, that's good. Her dream is really simple. It's my dream is that somebody would come along and think that I was special, that, you know, they'd want to come and change my life for me. That's my dream. And I was like, oh man, this fucking idiot, Kevin, he's not going to do that.
No.
He sucks.
He does suck.
I'm happy for Linda. What do you have? Biggest laugh, cry, scare, thrill, emotional moment for you?
So I had two laughs, and then I had one that it was, I guess it's not really laugh cry. I mean, it is a laugh, but it's also that heartwarming. That one's the naming Max.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought that was such a cute scene. Like, it is silly, they're going back and forth, but I'm like, this feels very real. Like,
Yeah.
like two people debating on what to name their adopted child is very cute.
It's
And I liked that. It was humanizing,
yes.
yeah, I liked that scene.
Yeah.
But my two big laughs were Linda describing her movies anytime, like talking about the Eager Beaver, talking about the Enchanted, whatever. Like,
The Enchanted Salad.
yes, the Enchanted. It, like, talking about, when she's like, and I want to study. Like, it's like, oh my god, like, just so casual, no thoughts, just like, yeah, this is what was happening. It's like, okay, like, he's like, can you just stop talking, please?
That's probably one of the funniest lines in the whole movie is the "I want to study" thing.
Yes. And then the Linda's decor. Like, it is the entire scene when we're at Linda's apartment. There's the pigs having sex clock.
Mhm.
There is in her fish tank, there is a phallic, like, little stone that the fish that,
Mhm.
like, water bubbles come out of. There are 3 cacti that the planters
Oh yeah,
are.
they're like
They're like,
they're
yeah, they're
holding
like
them.
like dudes holding out their jeans or whatever. Like, everything is, and it's just like 2 minutes later. Here's it, like, we'll like focus on another piece of decor, and then like another minute passes, and then it goes to this picture on the wall, and I was like, this is incredible.
And that's how I'm gonna decorate my office.
Great.
It's gonna be pink. I liked the one. It was like the one thing in her apartment that wasn't penis look or penis shaped or phallic or anything. It was just like that cartoon lady that was like had her hand
Yeah,
out. I really wanted that. I
she seemed
want
like an
that.
art project.
Yeah, it looked like some weird cartoon show that I watched in the early '90s. Almost like something Pee Wee Herman would do. That's what it looked like to me. I was like, yeah.
The vibe of her home was kind of Pee Wee Herman.
Yes, very much so. They would be friends. They'd be best friends. Any other emotional scenes?
No,
All
what
right,
about you?
no, I just had those, and then
Just
the like yeah. You're right. Every time she talks about any of her, what she does for a living is very funny. No, honestly, I just remembered this part when Lenny is in her apartment and she's like, "I like guys like you," and he's like, "Oh yeah, what kind of guys?" She's like, "Losers," and she's like, "It's
like,
always these, yeah."
you don't have any confidence, just like me.
Just like me, and I was like, "Oh damn."
No
Just
filter.
no filter at all. I love her. She's wonderful. All right, let's get
Mhm.
to our ridiculous moment because I'm eager to hear this. I'm an eager beaver.
And great. So I just said the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
It felt insanely rushed, first of all, because, like, I was like I said earlier, I was like, oh, we're ending now. Like, the credits are gonna roll. And I was like, there's so much that, to me, it was like that Lenny and Linda sleeping together. I was like, that's the climax. That's the peak of this movie. That's like what this whole thing has been leading to, and we're ending 5 minutes later. Like, that would be more like the middle of the movie or 3/4 of the way into the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting some kind of conflict, some kind of struggle where they fight or something happens. I thought that she was going to discover who Max was. I thought lots of things would have happened, but it just doesn't.
Yeah.
So I felt like it was rushed. I cannot believe that she conceived. Like, I'm like, really? Really? Like, she's a professional. She,
Well,
like,
they just in the
and
moment
this,
though.
yeah, but I'm like, really? I was like, nobody's thinking here? Okay. And then I was angry that, not only was I angry that Kevin hit her, because I hate those tropes in movies.
Mhm.
The plot, like, okay, this is the ending of the movie. She sleeps with Lenny. Lenny realizes he's still in love with Amanda, goes home to Amanda, they live happily ever after. I did like that part of the movie.
Yeah.
Linda out of character, decides that she is going to drive to middle of nowhere, New York, to beg Kevin for him back. And
Yeah.
he denies her. And I was furious.
I agree. I don't like that at all. I think that's
Yeah, like begs for him back after he hit her. And I'm like, no. I was absolutely, and like I get that we needed to get her in the car driving home so that the Deus Ex Machina can happen where she meets the guy in the plane. She could have just been driving to clear her thoughts. She could have been on a tour of upstate New York. She could have been driving to hairdressing school. We could have had for her to beg, like literally the word was beg, the narrator to beg for him back. I was like, fuck that. She deserves so much better than that. That is not in her character. That doesn't make any sense. I think that is a terrible choice. And I love that she does, find a good man. They get married. She lives the life that she supposedly has wanted, that Lenny set her on the path for.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought them meeting again a year later was very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, okay, here's the child that you don't know about. Here's the child that you don't know about. We're just going to go live our lives. Good to see you, friend. Like,
I liked it. That part.
Yeah. I mean, it's not, I was just kind of disappointed. I think I liked the movie. It's one of you know what it reminded me of? Mallrats, not Mallrats, the other one. Clerks. I loved Clerks until the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
I was like, this movie's incredible. It is so funny. It's so quippy, so interesting. I love where we're going with this. 5 minutes ruined the entire thing for me. Same with this movie. I was like, I'm in. I'm interested to where this goes. Linda is such a great character. I'm not really sold on Lenny, but this is who Woody Allen is in every single movie. Last 5 minutes, just lost. I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
There were so many other directions I thought that it could go in. Again, Linda finding out who Max is, there being a much more emotional moment. I also kind of thought it could have been, I don't know. That's a whole other rant, but yeah, I was disappointed in the ending. I was really disappointed in Linda begging for Kevin.
Yes, I agree with you 100% on that one. Like the fact that she goes up to, to reconcile with Kevin, I did think that was out of character. I think Linda is a smart enough character to know that, hey, I know what I want and you hit me and made me feel like garbage. Why you're not what I want. I think she's a smart enough character in that regard, and she doesn't deserve she would never do that. Kevin, or she would not do that.
No, and even her standing up to her pimp, and she got Lenny to like talk to him and get him the courtside tickets for him to get off her back. But like she's like, yeah, he's gonna cut up my face, and she like accepted that fate, and I was like, that's way more brave. Like she knows she deserves better. She did quit being a sex worker. She did decide to go on a date with this guy. She did make these moves to be a quote unquote better or different person. And she's gonna go back to Kevin? Absolutely not.
Yeah. I didn't like that. It's so out of character. My other problem is the hairdressing thing. Not that she wasn't interested in it but I just never felt like that was her dream. No. I think it would have been nicer if maybe she does, get with this guy who is awesome and everything. And like, maybe she gets into like regional theater and like, we see her taking acting classes, like legit acting classes and improving in the acting. Like I said, regional theater, it doesn't have to be on film or commercials, something like that. News anchor, like even that's a little bit of an acting gig. Something related that way. I feel like she is truly living her dream. So that bugged me a little bit. I did not mind the child thing. I thought it was an interesting little twist. I know we get it very quickly. But I liked it. There's something very Greek tragic comedy about it to me. And I think I thought it fit with it, but I get it too. I get wanting more. There are parts of this where I'm like, Would I have liked Linda to have found out that that Lenny stole the file and figured out that this is her kid? And would I have liked that, or is that a different movie with the same kind of bones in here? I don't know.
I did have that thought a lot, that I was like, I like the bones of this movie. There was a lot that I would have tweaked to punch it up for my taste, I will say. Because I'd stand, I mean, obviously it got good ratings, 76 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
like it's not a bad movie by any means. There were just a couple parts where some artistic changes I would have made.
Yeah. I also thought the file theft scene is a big WTF
Oh my
moment.
God.
Like, it doesn't have to be like that. Like, I get why the scene's in the movie, and I get that he has to have it, but you could also just not have that scene, and because I really don't think it does anything except, I guess, imply his obsession with this.
I think it's
finding her,
supposed to
but
be
like,
a comedic moment too, and I'm like, this
Yeah.
isn't funny. This is anxiety inducing.
yeah. So I know it's supposed to imply that, but it could have just been, we could just have not that scene, and she just didn't put a thing on there that says "Don't contact me." But I'm sure there's something in there, like if the kid wants to find out about her, does the kid automatically get that? Is that allowed if they have no contact? I don't know. Neither one of us are adopters or adoptees or anything like that, so
I know nothing.
I have nothing. Anything else? What else?
Nope,
Dump
that was
on
it.
it.
That was all.
All right, best music moment.
While I'm looking, because I guess I'm scrolling through my notes. When Your Lover Has Gone is the final song that the Greek chorus sings at the end of the movie.
Is it the when you're smiling?
Oh
When
shoot,
you're
I thought
smiling.
I Googled what is the last song that the Greek chorus sings at the end of the movie, and Google told me that it was When Your Lover Has Gone. So I'm assuming that's wrong. But Google might have lied to me.
Yeah. When Your Lover Is Gone is in the movie, though. But the one you're talking about is When You're Smiling.
Okay. So I'm
The whole
referring
world
to When
smiles
You're
with you?
Smiling.
Yeah.
My complaint, another complaint. I really wish this was a better soundtrack. Like I wanted, it was so negligible. Like I was like, I actually can't pick out a music moment because I don't remember any, like the background. I felt like there was no background music almost. Like nothing stood out. There is they kind of half sing one song towards the middle, and then they sing the When You're Smiling at the very end, and that's why I picked it, because it's the only thing I remembered. But I feel like this movie would have been assisted in the comedy by a punchier soundtrack.
I get on board with that, because usually Woody Allen, so like, he always does jazz in his movies, and that's what he kind of did in this one. He has a lot of jazz in the background. There is one moment where there's like a sonata. I think there's like a piano sonata in there that I kind of picked out. But you're right, like everything about like that he does with his jazz soundtracks. I think of Midnight in Paris. I think that's probably one of his best ones.
Yes.
Like, there are still some days where I'm singing or humming songs from that movie, because it did stick out. But you're absolutely right. Nothing really sticks out in this. There isn't like a heavy soundtrack to it. And he definitely could have even, some of those jazz, he could have put a lot more jazz, but yeah, nothing really stuck out. So you're right.
And like, I understand that the Greek chorus doesn't necessarily have to be a chorus, like an actual, like literal singing, but you made them sing twice, make them sing the whole time, go full camp, make it silly, goofy. I would have, I think, enjoyed that. Would have maybe elevated the comedy experience for me. I can't hear you at all.
I muted myself to cough. It almost seemed like a parody at the end, like a Mel Brooks number, almost like something out of like Young Frankenstein or something.
It gave me the energy of Monty Python.
Yeah, that was a very similar vibe.
which I'm not a big fan of Monty Python. So that also kind of tied into a lot of this. Like I thought it was really dry humor with the Greek chorus specifically. And I was like, this is giving me Monty Python energy.
Yeah.
And that's not a positive for me.
Wow.
Unfortunately. I know, I'm wrong. I am incorrect in that opinion, but
you're not wrong.
you know,
You don't like what you don't like.
I'm not a
tell you
big
this all the
British,
time.
not a big British humor fan.
That's okay. I don't hate you because of that.
You should.
I don't. I won't. I refuse. All right. I didn't do an F Marry Kill. Sorry, unless you had one.
That's okay. No, I do not.
There's just not enough characters, honestly.
No, it's a very small. I was just gonna say Linda, or Linda.
Yeah, Linda or Judy or Leslie.
Or all her names.
Yes. All right. Who gave the best performance? I think I know the answer, but who gave the best performance?
Mira
Sorvino. There's a reason why she was nominated, and
yes.
I love that they rewarded a comedy role.
Yes.
She's great. She's very funny.
She is, and again, like it's heartwarming. Like she's in the stripper with the heart of gold, like the
hooker with a heart of gold. I said hooker because that's the trope.
Oh, that's the trope. I said it's a trope, but she nailed it. She nailed it. It was, you're rooting for her the entire time. And I have when we talk about fun facts, I have somebody who was like also considered for the role, and I'm like, you know what, they would have done a good job, but I think Mira just nailed it.
Yeah, this was a very weak year. Not to take away from Best Supporting Actress win or anything, but like it seems very justified. I think the only person I would consider her maybe over her for this year is Kate Winslet for Sense and Sensibility.
I was just gonna say that's exactly who I was gonna say.
I was like, but I honestly can't think of anything. We've watched a lot of movies this year, and of the other nominees, I'm just like not that big into, because Joan Allen from Nixon, Kathleen Quinlan from Apollo 13, that's a terrible role. Mare Winningham from Georgia, two out of three of those roles are just being somebody famous's wife, and that is a common thing. If you want to get into like how what is that called when you're not a feminist but you're the other thing, misogynist, this just goes into a lot of like the filmmakers and misogynists of the 90s that still goes on today. Like Christopher Nolan can't write a woman to save his life, can't even get somebody to come in and be like, hey, make this person more interesting than just being Oppenheimer's wife.
I was just gonna say that immediately made me think of Oppenheimer. Was Emily Blunt nominated?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was Florence Pugh nominated?
No.
I've not seen the movie. I know a lot of people have said a lot of positive things about Emily Blunt's performance, specifically when she gives her testimony in the courtroom.
Yeah.
But Florence Pugh is like, could have probably got a nomination for that.
Yeah.
Would you think?
No, she's great. She's great in it. And she's in it a lot less than Emily Blunt, which I think is probably why they just were like, no. Not that matters. But Christopher Nolan, God love him. I love him. He has awesome movies.
He has his strengths. He has his weaknesses.
Spielberg does it. He can't really write women that well either, because they're just kind of seen as like one-dimensional background characters. So problem for years that a lot of these guys have had and don't know what they're doing with. But they create great movies. They just don't always write great characters.
And I think
one thing,
Linda was a great. I'll give it to Woody Allen on that. Linda was great.
And that is kind of what Woody Allen's known for, honestly. He is known for writing good material for women and them, finding success, like nailing those roles and everything. Diane Keaton, Mia Farrow, Mira Sorvino, Kate Blanchett, like those are all four people that have been, I think, nominated one for Woody Allen roles. So yeah. He knows what he's doing. I'm not saying he's like knows women by any means, but he writes good characters.
It is kind of wild. It is kind of wild because it is like almost like the opposite problem, because he only writes he writes the exact same dude.
It's the same man.
Every movie. It is him. It's self-insertion. It is Lemony Snicket.
Yes, he can cast himself in. I kind of like when he casts other people to be him. I like I like the Woody Allen, like I like the the nervousness and like his voice and all that stuff. I like that about him, like the caricature of Woody Allen. I do like when he casts somebody out. Like Owen Wilson fits that perfectly, in my opinion. Paul Giamatti would have fit that, in my opinion.
John Cusack.
John Cusack fit that, in my opinion. Like, they're very good at that, and there are a lot of people out there that could do that. Matthew Broderick could do it pretty well if he was ever good. He would be great. Speaking of recasts, 1995 recast, 2025 recast. Who would you cast in those roles if they were made? If you could make them?
So I never do 95, but I did have a note that it is hard to watch Woody Allen. And I don't know if he's again, it's him being him. I prefer him. I love the character of Lenny. I don't need Woody Allen to play Lenny. I thought John Cusack did a great job with Bullets Over Broadway. I would maybe insert him into this role instead. I also think it's a little more age appropriate. Yes. One that it is believable to me. You're going to tell me that Woody Allen, looking like Woody Allen, is landing Helena Bonham Carter and Helena Bonham Carter. Yeah. Really? I'm like, no, give me someone who is an appropriate age.
I don't even mind him looking different, because that's kind of how I did my 95 recast. I was like, I just want him to be younger. That's it.
Yeah, just give me a nerd. Give me like a no name. Give me someone who I'm like, who's that? I don't care, but it's like, I don't want him to be 50 when she's 20. Yeah. That's uncomfy. For a lot of reasons. And why I said, maybe we will beat the dead horse a little bit, because I was like, oh, this is the first Woody Allen movie that I've seen where I was like, this is a little too on the nose.
And I mean, in Bullets Over Broadway, you had like the opposite of this.
Yes.
With the older woman and the younger man.
Yes. Which made sense for the plot. Like it was like she was older, wiser, cooler, an actress, a legend. He was obsessed with her. And this one, I was just like, the only reason he was the age he was because Woody Allen played him. Yes. It had nothing to do with the character of Lenny.
Yes.
But
so
anyway.
I agree with you. Sorry.
Do you have anything for 95?
95, I do. I recast them. I don't know if I would really recast Linda in this. I think Mira Sorvino did a really good job. I do think I don't really love her. At the time, this would have probably been a really good role for her to get. But like Gwyneth Paltrow at this time, I think could have played this role and done it well. I think Mira Sorvino is amazing at it. I did say Paul Giamatti for Lenny. He's more age appropriate. He looks like Paul Giamatti, and he could deliver those kinds of lines and still be effective. And I would believe it.
I would like that. He did make a 5-second cameo in this movie. He was available.
Yeah, he was not famous yet. I'll say that. Paul Giamatti was not famous at this time.
Funny.
Did you think of anybody other than John Cusack, or
not for 95? No, because I wasn't going to recast Linda.
Yeah. 2025. Who'd you go with?
So I had to show her to you last night because I knew that you weren't going to know who she was.
Yeah.
But for those out there, I would recast Linda as Gabby Windey. So if you do not know who Gabby Windey is, she is a former Bachelorette. She was on Dancing with the Stars. Did she win? I don't know if she won. Or maybe she came in second. She was on The Traitors this most recent season. She is married to Robbie Hoffman, a comedian, and is an influencer. Her real voice is Linda's voice. She is tall. She is beautiful. She's insane. She is like kind of a weird person. And I think she would nail it. She's almost like, I was trying to explain her to you. She almost kind of cosplays a Jennifer Coolidge, like constantly. Like she is, to say Gabby Windey is method acting 24/7, I think is maybe an accurate statement. I'm obsessed. I'm into her. She's weird as hell. And I think she would nail Linda.
Yeah, she is like cosplaying as Jennifer Coolidge. When you showed me her last night, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. I don't know if she has any acting credits. I just think I was watching Linda and I said, that is Gabby Windey.
Yeah.
And so that's my recast for her. I also have a Lenny and Amanda.
Mm-hmm.
And this is I didn't put a lot of thought into this. I was just like, this would be fun for me. Lenny as Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
Okay.
still kind of that age
Yeah.
of like 50, is he 50?
He's in his
Or he's
40s, early
40s.
40s. Yeah.
Okay, early 40s. And then if we needed to go young with someone who could be kind of aloof, I thought Zendaya for Amanda.
Okay.
She gives me I can run an art gallery vibe.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that a lot.
And I just like Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zendaya. So there's still, if we're still doing like an age thing, but and I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt can do the like neurotic, like ooh, like
Ooh,
the
I'm
Woody Allen of
neurotic.
it all.
Ooh.
Ugh. I just love him as a general
Yeah.
statement. So I would put him in anything. So that was my thought. Those, yeah, Gabby Windey, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Zendaya are my
Yeah.
three.
I like that. I mean, I have some ties, I guess, to this. I think Tom Holland could pull off Lenny.
I thought about it, especially because he's a shorter man. We could put him and Zendaya together.
Or yeah, that's what when you said Zendaya as Amanda, I was like, ooh, I like that better than my Amanda. And that'll fit with my Tom Holland.
Mhm.
I think Timothy Chalamet could do it as well, but I
Yeah.
wanted to go. I wanted somebody that was. I mean, I love Timothy Chalamet. That is not a secret. I love that guy.
That's your boy.
I thought I wanted to hate him so bad, but I love him. He's just too good. Daniel Radcliffe could do it.
He could. I would love Daniel
That'd
Radcliffe
be
as
cute.
Lenny.
He could-
Daniel Radcliffe in everything.
Yes, I mean it's hard not to cast him in everything, especially comedies. He is amazing. Elle Fanning as Linda. She's 10 or she's 5'10", so she's a tall blonde.
Okay.
Like to see her stretch her comedy chops a little bit. I
Mhm.
think she could do it. I think she's the better of the Fannings. No offense to Dakota.
She is. Have you seen the clip of the two of them talking about how obsessed they are with Jack Black?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you see it? That they showed Jack Black?
No.
Yeah, it's awkward for Jack Black.
Oh no. He's like, God, no, please.
Yeah, I'll have to find that and send that to you. And then Ella Purnell as Amanda. She's from Yellow Jackets. She's on Fallout show. I just cast her because one, she was 29 years old, along with the other two people I listed, and she's got big eyes like Helena Bonham Carter and looks like a Tim Burton character if you want. So that's it. Yeah. All right, time for our little fun facts or trivia about this film. What do you have? You said you had a couple.
Yeah, just a few. So Cameron Diaz was actually considered for the role of Linda, which when I think about her in what did we just watch her in with Jim Carrey?
The Mask?
The Mask. I think of her in Something About Mary. Like she has the comedy chop. She is gorgeous. I don't think she would have delivered in the way that Mira did, but
I agree.
I just thought it was interesting.
I don't think I would have cared about Linda as much if it had been her. That's another thing with like Gwyneth Paltrow. I don't know if I would have liked Linda as much if we recast her. So
yeah. I also have that Mira Sorvino auditioned for the role in New York and didn't get the role. When Woody Allen went to London to audition some British actresses, Sorvino showed up again in full costume and got the part.
Hilarious.
And I'm like,
good for
hell
her.
yeah. Yeah, I was like, that's awesome. She knew what she wanted. And I have, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say she's super smart. Like, not like she isn't smart, but she went to Harvard, like graduated from Harvard.
Oh yeah.
And she's also a Nepo baby too. Her dad's an actor, Paul Sorvino. But
nice.
Like, she's all right. She was okay before getting into acting. She was doing all right. So
yeah, Harvard. Yeah, she's doing fine. I only have one more fun fact. And the premise of this film, that Woody Allen's adopted child is a genius, is actually based on Woody Allen thinking that his own child is a genius, like kind of based on his own life. So Ronan Farrow, Alan's only biological child with Mia Farrow, is considered a genius and graduated from college at 15. Although there is speculation that Frank Sinatra is the biological father of Ronan Farrow, as Ronan bears quite a resemblance to Sinatra.
Yeah, you should look at a picture of them next to each other.
Okay.
Like,
I
I think he looks like his mother, and probably you could assume that that's where he got all his looks from. But
wild.
he might be.
I also, I'll be like, I like did a really deep dive into Woody Allen's like personal life today during my lunch break at
Oh.
work. Like last time we talked about him and like the shit that he's allegedly done, I was kind of like, we didn't talk, like we talked about it high level. I like really deep dove today, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
It's a weird thing, and like Mia Farrow's an interesting person as well, and like half of
Ronan's
his
an interesting person.
Ronan's
Like,
an interesting person. Soon Lee, is her name Soon Lee?
yeah,
His
Dylan.
wife. Dylan obviously is the center of all of this. And
He
then
did I think it was a roll. I don't know if it was Rolling Stones. He was in an article in September of this year where,
Oh.
where he was like, cancel culture is stupid. And people and actors who say they don't want to work with me think they're doing a good thing, and they're just missing out on opportunities and being dumb. And I was like, in the year of our Lord 2025, you still won't shut up about this? You're in an article. You haven't been canceled enough. Like, you're getting interviewed about cancel culture, you twat. I'm like, shut up. I know he's like 90.
I was about to say he is like old and just stuck in his ways. He's gonna be in those files. He's probably in those files. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
But him and his wife have been together for a very long time with never anything to come off. So
yeah. They met when she was a junior in high school.
I know. It's weird. I agree.
Don't love it.
Don't love it. Don't love it.
Anyway,
I get
those
it.
are my fun facts.
I had the little different ones. So even after this, their bitter and publicized breakup, Mia Farrow lobbied for the role of Amanda. In a 2005 interview with Vanity Fair, he said that he considered casting her because he believed she would be the best actress for the role. And his casting director was like, "What, are you nuts?" Which is wild. Another thing that like goes into like, that's why I think the Woody Allen thing is so fascinating, and not fascinating. I couldn't care less about it, honestly. But like, there are all these pieces to it where I'm like, I think all of you are insane people, and that you probably not great people, and there's probably a real big villain somewhere in here. But you all are nuts. Like, seriously, like, you're gonna cast your ex-wife, and you guys don't like each other. Why would you try out?
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
There's a lot to unpack there with it. This is weird, right? Olympia Dukakis is in this movie. Having primary billing on the poster. She's in the Greek chorus scene. She's Oedipus's mother. She has 3 lines and 1 minute of screen time, but she has one punchline and delivers it. It's the, what do they call my kid in Harlem or whatever?
Yeah, you should see what they call my son in Harlem.
Harlem, yeah. According to Mira Sorvino, Woody Allen really wanted her to change the high-pitched voice that she was using for her character. And she might have toned it down a little bit, but really just kept doing the same thing that she was doing. Because he was like, I don't do whatever you're doing. Just go back to whatever it was before. So I think she was right in the end. That's it. Like a fine wine and dish, if you could pair this movie with another feature, what would you do for a double feature?
Okay, I've got 2. You're going to have to walk with me on the second one.
All right. I love walking.
The first one is Pretty Woman.
Obviously. That's a good one.
Obviously. They say hooker with a heart of gold. Like
exactly.
The second one is Elf. Walk with me.
All right. Is Buddy Max?
Yes. New York City skyline. I think it really hit me at the end with the toy store. Like the New York City scape. an adopted child who is figuring out the plight of who are his biological parents. He has an adoptive father as well. The Greek chorus kind of reminds me of like the snowman narrator. It is a stretch, but it's there.
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
That's it. It's Elf with this movie.
Yeah. I can see it and I like it. I think it
Thank
fits
you.
very nicely.
Thank you for seeing me.
I do see you. I went with my own sex worker with a heart of gold, hooker with a heart of gold. I went with Anora, that just came out and won Best Picture. I think that Mikey Madison does a very similar thing. Maybe not as on the nose funny as Mira Sorvino's Linda is, but I think Mikey Madison as Anora is very fun. There are some really funny scenes in that movie. I went with My Fair Lady for the whole Pygmalion of it all, the changing somebody for the better when they really didn't ask for it or need it. And then Crazy Stupid Love was another one that I put down. And this one's more about this one has to do with the wife hooking up with a coworker and the husband having to find himself in a way, find out more about himself. So Crazy Stupid Love. Fair. On a scale of 1 to 5, how likely are you to rewatch this movie?
I go 2, 1 or 2. I don't really care to watch it again. It was fine.
Yeah, this isn't like gonna rise to the tops of like romantic comedies for me. No. It's not even my favorite Woody Allen movie. He has much more rewatchable movies than this. I think Mira Sorvino is great in this, and I think I would rewatch scenes just to hear her. I would YouTube this and just be like, hopefully she does the line about how she got into acting. That would be really
study.
Fun. I want to study. What did you give this film out of 5 stars?
I gave it a 2.5.
Yeah.
I thought about all the movies that I give 3 stars to, and I said I liked this one less than those.
Yeah, that's how you got to judge it.
Again, then the 2.5 is all Mira Sorvino. Like it is, that is just her. She is incredible. I loved her performance. I thought she was so funny. I loved her character. I would have gone higher. The last 5 minutes just threw me over the edge. I did not like the ending.
Yeah. I gave it a 3.5. It is a Woody Allen movie. I don't think it's one of his best. I don't think it's one of his worst. I think it is right there in the middle. That's probably more of like a 3.25 than a 3.5. Closer to a 3 on that. Because it is very middle of the road for me. I don't remember. I think I gave Bullets Over Broadway a 3.5. Maybe I gave it a 4.
I think I gave it 4. I really liked that.
I think I liked Bullets Over Broadway a lot more than this movie. But there was also like a much bigger cast and a lot like the stories were, even the backstories were very funny. And this was, like you said, like Woody Allen has some really good lines in here, but he is just playing Woody Allen. And
I do wonder if I'd like it more if Woody Allen didn't play Woody Allen. Like like we've talked about, if someone else played Lenny.
Yeah. I gave it 4 stars. I gave Bullets Over Broadway 4 stars. So yeah, this one definitely deserves to be underneath that. So, well, we did it. As we always do. Yeah. Alyssa, thank you so much for watching this movie. Before we wrap up, you have any recent movie recommendations, or are there any things that you're looking forward to? It's the holiday season. There are new things coming out. There doesn't have to be movies or television shows or anything that haven't come out yet that maybe that you're eager to see. So
sure. I don't recommend The Merry Gentleman. I watched that over the weekend. It's a Netflix Hallmark-ish movie with Chad Michael Murray having abs, and that is the plot.
Hell yeah.
It was pretty bad. I was pretty disappointed in it, to be honest. Like I was like, it's whatever. I'd love a stupid plot Hallmark Christmas movie, and it just didn't hit. So don't
But you
recommend
said,
that one.
and I liked what you said when you were telling me about it. Like Hallmark just knows how to do it better
Yep.
than
They just,
everybody else.
yeah, Netflix Hot Frosty last year was very funny. It was like almost like a satire of the
Mhm.
genre of Hallmark movie, but Hallmark does it best. They do what they do and they know what they're doing. Netflix is just and Lifetime, they're all just parodies. They all just want to be Hallmark.
Yeah.
That's it. So I don't recommend that. I'm looking forward to Wicked, the second movie. We haven't seen that yet. It's on my
Mhm.
list. I also actually just saw, I sent it to you, the trailer. I don't know if you got a chance to look at it, but it's a movie called 31 Candles.
31
Uh,
Candles. Yeah.
one
I did watch that.
one of my favorite comedians is Jared Freed, and he's in the movie as a side character. But it's very coming of age. It's about this man. He's 31 years old. He's Jewish, and he's never had a bar mitzvah. And he has a crush on this girl who is a bar mitzvah coach, which is a thing. I did not know it was a thing. So to get closer to her, and he decides, I'm going to do a bar mitzvah at the age of 31, and she's going to be my coach, and hilarity ensues. It looks very funny. It kind of reminds me of, like, from the vibe of it, Cha Cha Real Smooth. It just premiered like a couple weeks ago. Like, I don't know if it wasn't like Sundance. It was at a film festival though, so I don't know how I'm gonna find it, but that is on my list of movies I'd like to watch.
I like that.
Netflix.
And it's a tight 90 minutes too. I love that. I love a tight
Me
90.
too.
Love a quick one. Cool. Yeah, there's some good movies out. I know. I feel bad about Wicked that we haven't seen that yet. So
We'll see it eventually.
we'll see it. I just want you to experience it.
Oh, I gotta see it in the theater after seeing Wicked Part 1 on a airplane screen. That really took the magic out of it.
Yeah.
You gotta see it on the big screen.
Yeah, so I really haven't watched anything. We watched the whole series of Unfortunate Events show on
Yes.
Netflix. And really I enjoyed that a lot, even though it left me wanting. And you knew
that's how
because
the
you read
books
all the
went.
books. Yeah, it is unfortunate. Everything is unfortunate. Even when
They
you
tell
think
you.
even
The
when they
whole
think, yeah, they do. They never lie. You think you're about to get something good, you never get anything. But it was
Everyone
still
dies.
everybody dies. It's a very fun watch. I couldn't recommend it more. The only other thing I watched was Black Christmas because it's the holiday season, and that's a Christmas horror film that is actually very, very good, especially if you're into slasher movies. That one's one of the best I think I've ever seen. I'll put that out there, and it was a strong influence on the movie Halloween. So, yay it. Other than that, I don't think there's anything. I mean, I'm looking forward to a lot of movies. And I can't wait to start watching some 2025s like One Battle After Another and No Other Choice. I think that's what the name of that movie is. But yeah, a couple movies out there that I'm looking forward to. And if you're looking forward to movies, you can always tell us about it by joining our Discord server with the links under the link tree, whether it's below or above, wherever you're watching from. There's a link tree and you can get in our Discord server. So do that. You're also welcome to follow us on Instagram. That's usually where I put the dates and times that we'll be doing these in case there are ever any changes, because we do usually do them on Sundays, except when it comes to December. And that's why we're doing them here. So check that out. And you can also find my account on Letterboxd, where I rate and review all the movies there. So we're going to have a kind of bang, bang, bang ending of this month. Sunday, December 28th and Monday, December 29th. Sunday will probably be at that 5 o'clock time. Monday will be at 6 p.m., but we're finishing out our Make 'em Laugh series with our two final movies. Friday, that'll be on the 28th, and Clueless, which will be on the 29th. It is the greatest movie ever made. No, it is not, but it's up there. I love Clueless. I'm excited to watch Clueless and finish out our year with that. And then our Slashy Awards will be on the following day, the Tuesday, the 30th, where we're going to give out a few awards, look back on 1995, and roll out our new list and intro video for 1996. That, again, will be on Tuesday, December 30th at 6 p.m. That's everything for me. Alyssa, you have anything to say?
Be good to each other.
Oh, be good to each other. We've got to be nice to women, and we've got be good to each other. So do that. I wanted to do a Friday stream on Friday, but it's just too much. It's too much. But so I'm banging them out. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. Be good to each other. Be nice to women. This is 52/1995.
What a year, what a time. Big screens, dreams, and movie rewind. From talking toys to heist gone wrong. We're watching it live and singing along. 52/1995. Grab some snacks.